All right, okay, let's get this thing started. So we're gonna be live and I'm gonna do the best to do this intro right because I don't know what I'm doing yet. But all right. Oh man, there's so much pressure. All right, everybody, welcome to the Luke Roxwell podcast. This is the first episode. We're gonna be kind of figuring out how this works. But today I am joined with Brent. Say hi, Brent.
Hey, what's up?
John.
Hello.
Michael.
Hey.
Jonah.
That's me.
And Shane.
How's it going?
So like I said, we're kind of gonna give this a try this is the first podcast that I've hosted and done on my own, and I've been really excited to kind of get this thing going. To start off though, we're gonna just jump into the topics. I know some of you guys are more video game people than I am. I try to be, but I'm not always really good.
It's a tough life to keep up with, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's kind of like Netflix shows. Actually, because all these Netflix shows have been coming out, like different ones I've been really excited for, and I haven't made the time to watch them. But anyway, video games. So E3 has been going on, and I know that one of us here is pretty big into Kingdom Hearts.
Oh gosh.
Is that you, Shane? Now here's the thing. I don't know anything about any of this. No, I really want to know because I don't know anything about this yet. Because I never played Kingdom Hearts. I know there's Mickey Mouse.
Wow.
And Donald.
You've never played Kingdom Hearts?
No.
Wait, but you're also. I don't understand how we're friends.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
That's
matter.
like the only RPG homeschoolers are allowed to play.
We played.
I know this because I was homeschooled.
So Shane.
Yes.
Tell me about this game because you liked the first one.
I like all of the games.
And
Kingdom Hearts is like the ultimate video game series franchise for me. It's what it is Final Fantasy. You know what Final Fantasy is?
Okay. Yes, I know what Final Fantasy is.
It's Final Fantasy mixed with Disney, basically. It's the story is too hard to explain because it doesn't make any sense unless you play all of the games. But what's been going on in relation to E3 is that for 2013, I think it's 4 years ago, they announced Kingdom Hearts 3 is in development.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, I actually remember this. I remember that getting announced.
Yeah,
a
and
long
Kingdom Hearts
time
2
ago.
Came out when I was in middle school. I am now 24. Come next week.
It's like Half-Life 3. Half-Life 3, but
I've lived half a life, but in between games. And the trailer that they showed at E3 is the trailer that came out last week. So it wasn't a new trailer. It showed nothing new that we hadn't already seen. It showed like a new world, I guess, but it's like it still said in development. And so
Disney
my
was it a
question
Disney
is,
World? What? Hold on, I
was
know
Olympus
all the
Coliseum.
details. What was the
It
world?
was Olympus Coliseum, Hercules.
Okay.
So that was the world they showed, and there's like new forms.
So the world that's in every single Kingdom Hearts is the one.
exactly. Nothing new that we haven't already seen.
Am I the only one who hasn't played this game?
I have
think
also
so.
not played
You
Kingdom
need,
Hearts.
really?
Oh.
You need to play. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. Kind of, maybe.
It's really
Well,
good.
I wouldn't say that, but
I think it would.
I said that,
Is it
but I
on
also
PC?
first played it as a kid. No,
No.
it's PlayStation.
Oh,
Ooh.
actually,
You
that's
can
a
get all
good,
the games
3
on
is on
PS4.
Xbox One, though, apparently.
that's
Or will
probably
be.
why I never played it
If it ever comes
because
out.
we never had video games growing up. We just played computer.
Yeah.
Master Race.
Also
maybe?
3DS.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, there's it's on DS, it's on 3DS, Game Boy, every system it's been on. It's stupid.
So
I just feel like Kingdom Hearts has gone too anime in their design.
Yeah.
They've been just as anime the whole time, I thought.
yeah,
I feel
the
like
guy
it's
has a
worse.
giant.
The trailer was way worse.
The guy has a
You
giant
think so?
key as a weapon.
Yes.
I have an
Yes.
actual Keyblade myself.
Oh,
yes.
that game.
Dude, you do?
Okay.
That's awesome.
I do, yeah. It's legit.
So
I have a Darth Maul lightsaber.
Nice.
That's pretty dope.
Like
I think
collector's
that could
edition.
be the key.
he just pulls out
Probably.
a
It
note.
is.
I have a Darth
There
Maul
might be a,
lightsaber.
well, there might be a Star Wars world in the new game.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I'm-
There's speculation that there might be a
I'm
Star Wars
hoping for
world.
Star Wars and Marvel, but
If they had Star Wars, that would make me buy it.
Is Marvel Disney?
No,
Now it
Marvel
is.
is owned by Disney now. Yeah.
Okay, hold up. So
I
so this game is coming out, and does it look good?
it looks in terms of like graphics, it looks good in comparison to all the other games. And they finally made it open world, which is
Well-
what fans have been asking for forever. So it looks great,
I
and
mean,
there's
I
a lot of
hope
cool.
the graphics look good after
Well,
20 years.
Well, yeah, you should see the original game's graphics, and you'll say why I say that. But yeah. So hopefully, when it does come out, it'll have all the features that are in it, because they're overloading it with a lot of stuff right now. And they've changed the engine that it's running on 3 times. I think that's why the game hasn't come out yet. But 2018, the director said he's putting it out regardless of what other crap they're doing with it. He's gonna put it out next year. So
Okay, so I have a question. I remember a trailer coming out about 10 years ago. It was, I think, Sora, Riku, Kairi, and Mickey in like a field of like tons of Keyblades. Does anybody else remember that trailer?
Kind of.
yes, that was for Birth by Sleep.
It was? 'Cause I've
Yeah.
been thinking that was Kingdom Hearts 3 this whole time. And I've been waiting for that my whole life.
No,
All right.
that's from that's from the PSP game Birth by Sleep in the Keyblade Graveyard. That's already happened. It's not.
Oh
now.
man, I'm way
You don't have
behind.
to wait anymore. You can play it.
Yeah, you can play it.
The
You
wait
can
is
play it on
over.
PSP, PS3, and PS4. You can.
I don't
choose.
even need Kingdom Hearts 3 anymore. I have what I've been thinking
Yeah,
it
what
was
you
the whole
wanted.
time.
I'm going to ask this, and I know this is the first podcast, so like things like this are bound to happen. Also, for the audience, those of you who are listening, like I mentioned, this is the first podcast, so we are working through this whole process. Does anybody else think everyone else on Skype sounds like a robot? Because everyone
You guys
sounds
all
like
sound pretty clear to me.
everyone
Yeah, it
sounds like a
sounds pretty
robot
good.
to me. Dang it! No, that means it's my computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you suck,
Everyone
Luke.
keeps dropping out a little bit every now and then, but otherwise it sounds fine.
Oh man, everyone sounds like a machine through my speakers.
Maybe we are machines, Luke.
Yeah, we're
Luke,
robots.
you have no friends. Get
They're
back
all
in the matrix.
robots. Oh no! I'm like clicking around on my computer trying to see if I can figure it out while this is all going.
You might make it worse, so.
Well, I think it's funny because it sounded fine earlier, and then I was like, hey, why don't I do this little thing and flip this switch and see if that makes
Aw,
it sound
see.
better?
See
See?
what you're
Yeah, I
doing.
know. I messed it up.
So stop revealing our robot secrets.
So actually, I have something to talk about that happened this weekend. So apparently, one of my roommates, because I have 4 roommates. Okay, so it's a lot of
Yeah, I used to have 4 roommates.
yeah,
Hated
lots
it.
Too many.
it's a lot, but it has been fun because there's a lot to do, and one of my roommates is big into film, and so you can see the connection there between me and him, and he actually is having me do a 48-hour film festival this weekend. So we have like
Nice.
Cool.
yeah, first one I've ever done. But anyway, so the reason that came about was because he had a bunch of people over making another film, and they came over to the house. Like this was like a good location to film some stuff. And because it's Seattle, they were like, hey, we should make a really dreary, kind of gross music video for this one guy's band. Because Seattle rains all the time, right? It's always overcast. Perfect lighting, right?
Yeah.
So they all come over here. And the day is like perfect weather.
That was a beautiful sunny day.
It's right. The sun was out, and everyone was like pissed off that the sun was out, which like never happens here. Everyone's usually like really, really annoyed. And so then they're all filming, and they're trying to work around it. They're like, oh, I wish some clouds would kind of come out of here, and like stupid sunny days. What? And so they're trying to get this filming stuff done, and our house is like the central hub. And if you guys have ever made a film before, or like played musical instruments, or done anything that involves electricity is really important. And on this bright sunny day, for no reason at all, power outage, the whole house.
Dang.
So it's funny though, because we're like looking at all the bad luck, and we're looking at outside, and we're like, how in the world is all the power out? Because it's like it's perfectly sunny. You'd think that like it'd be raining or something like that, and what? So so we go online and we kind of pull up this website. We Google power outage Seattle or something just to see what we can find, and there's literally like all of Seattle, and then our little hill that we live on, like our little neighborhood, and it's all red. Like a little circle around where we live. It's just like power outage all around here. It's like all the traffic lights are out and everything. And you're like, what in the world caused this? So we click on it, and it turns out when you click on the red little circle, it actually makes like a little pop-up, like on a website, like with information on it.
Yeah.
And it said what caused the power outage, so it was like cause : and it said what it said. And it wasn't like a big description. The only thing that it said was balloon.
Balloon.
Wow.
Sorry, Dustin.
So we're trying to
Power
figure out
outage,
like
balloon.
what how in the world how can a balloon do this?
Cause.
Like a
Hot air
Chopsticks.
balloon?
I don't know. It just said balloon.
Is it like code for something else?
I don't. Oh,
We're in code balloon, guys.
Code balloon.
it was like we were like maybe the balloon. Like there was some pride parade or something going on in the city. So we're like, maybe
The gays and their balloons.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe someone like released a bunch of
a
balloons.
barrage of balloons. Yeah,
Maybe it's one of those big float balloons.
take down the city.
I don't know. I was like,
I think
maybe...
that's the gay agenda right there.
Take down the power on
Take down Seattle, one balloon at a time.
But it was like maybe a balloon hit a power thing and like welded to it or something.
Yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
believe it.
Yeah. So basically,
Pretty brilliant.
they perfect weather, power outage in the middle of trying to film stuff, and apparently it was caused by a balloon. So
I'm shocked.
I know.
Shocked.
Oh, I get it.
my ears.
What? So I want to ask Luke, the film festival, is it like you're running a film festival or what exactly?
Oh wow. Well, actually, that's kind of interesting. Like, yeah, I'm starting a film festival. I'm making it. I created a
All
film.
these projects going on, Luke. You're so busy.
No, no.
Jeez.
No, I didn't start it. That wasn't me. I'm entering it. So
Okay.
we
Oh,
talked.
you're entering it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're entering.
Did people think I was running it? I'm not running it.
No. No.
You said,
I
all
don't
you
know.
said was
That-
he wanted you to do a 48-hour film festival.
Yeah, so I thought you were like in charge of it. Yeah.
Like
Just
create
make
a
a film
festival. Okay. No, that's not what I'm doing. we're
Bummer.
we're just making a film, which is not. Yeah, that's it. We're just making a movie.
Was it that music video or a different short film?
No, so they were working on that, and they were like talking about editing and filming stuff, and of course I was kind of like leaning over, like, "Hey, I know about film,"
I'm here. I know stuff.
and so I
Film
just
stuff.
I started talking to them, and then before I knew it, it was like, "Do you want to help us out with this film on Saturday or Friday?" Because it starts since it's a 48-hour, it starts like 7:30 Friday. So it starts on Friday, and you get your genre, and I think you get two genres. You get two genres to choose from, and you have 48 hours to make the film. And like, I am
Oh,
praying.
that's pretty cool.
Oh,
You
nice.
that's
produced
even
it
cooler
in
than I
48
thought.
hours.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
Oh, wow.
It's like a
Yeah,
hackathon,
indeed.
but
yeah,
Film.
yeah. It's literally a
Yeah.
hackathon for film.
Wait, so is this like you go to a place and there's all this equipment and like props you can use, or is it you just go there, get a topic,
No, it's
get a genre, and then go? on your own?
I think they're gonna message all of us, and it's so the way the whole thing's gonna go down is they have a it's in Portland, so it's a little far away from me, but they are gonna like email all of us and say, hey, oh, actually, so you pay a fee to enter the contest, and then at like 7:00 on Friday night they're gonna say 2 genres, you can do a time traveling movie or a musical, and like I am praying that like musical is not one of the options because like
Nah, you
Write
can
all
do
the
it.
music.
It'd be fine.
Yeah, you have to write
Dude.
all the music.
Sing and
You
dance.
should do
It'd be
You should
beautiful.
do a musical,
man.
but make it a silent film.
ooh,
You'll
So it's
make.
just
You'll be.
dancing.
You'll
That'd
be
be
the next
so-
La La Land. It'll be beautiful.
and
That'd
then
be artsy as
Animation.
mess, dude.
music silent silent music video. We just mouth the words and then
Yeah.
they
Dude,
just pop
The
up on
hipsters
screen.
will love it.
The
Actually,
hipsters.
That's
will,
true.
They will not believe their eyes or their ears.
Portland is pretty.
A noir musical silent film.
A noir silent musical with a live band
How can, yeah, I was just saying.
Yep.
playing silently.
Yeah, a ska band.
Dude, I actually saw a silent film once with a live band improvising the theme like the whole time. It was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Did they play the
There's a
wrong
live-
music the whole time just to be funny?
No, they,
Just like really upbeat music.
I don't know if there is actual set music for that movie, but they had each scene had like a theme for it. So they'd have like one or two measures written out on sheet music, and then from then they would just watch the movie and improvise along with what's happening on the screen. It was really cool.
Now, was it like electric guitars, or like
Yeah,
tubas?
it was kind of like a jazz band plus a small horn section, and there were some strings. Not quite full orchestra status, but pretty big. They had about 2 guitars, 2 drummers.
Two drummers?
A string quartet, bass player, keyboard player, and some horns and stuff. But you think that usually improvised music when it's live and it's just improvised all the way.
Mhm.
It gets pretty repetitive and kind of boring. They kept it pretty fresh. It was actually at
Where
CNU a
was
while ago.
this? Because I'm actually kind of curious, like where things like this happen, because I have no idea.
It was
where
at Christopher Newport University
What?
in Newport News, Virginia.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was just, my
Never
friend
heard that
Eric
place.
Nunez was playing drums
Where's
in there.
that?
No, it's
Yeah,
funny.
didn't y'all go there?
Yeah, no. Here's the funny part about that. 4 people in this podcast all went to that school. So
Oh,
You
wow.
should have been there. It was awesome.
yeah. Oh, I've been there before.
You missed out, guys.
I've been
No,
there.
but it was cool.
That's right. We all go there, and we didn't even know that was a thing.
Which one of you doesn't go there?
Michael
doesn't
doesn't
go
go.
there. I didn't
Shane
go
there.
doesn't.
I went to school in New York.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
Was New York rough, Shane?
4 worst years of my life. So,
Oh
yeah.
man. Oh man. It
I
sounds
mean,
like me
it
in
wasn't that.
LA.
It wasn't that bad. It was fun, but Luke, I've told Luke before, like, it was what it was.
It was because people there are mean. I'm sure.
Not even mean. They don't care about you. They just care about themselves. They don't even pay you any mind. Like, they will literally walk over you, on top of you.
Man, it's like a cutthroat sort of city.
Yeah.
Don't they also not have Chick-fil-A there?
No, no. They didn't have it, but they opened a Chick-fil-A. The last year I was there, they opened a Chick-fil-A, and I hyped it up to all of my friends, and I took every single one of my friends there. I said, "You guys don't know what you're missing," and they all loved it. So there's a Chick-fil-A. It's 3 stories,
A
Oh my
3-story
They're in there a lot.
Chick-fil-A?
Dang.
No,
and they were a lot
no.
nicer
Chicken
than
Mecca.
Chick-fil-A's everywhere else. Yeah, they're great.
Mecca chicken.
They have like 50 iPads, so like you're in no matter they'll serve you outside of the store. Or,
Oh, they
Chick-fil-A is so good to us.
yeah.
they are. They do that here too, because it's like
Yeah.
at lunchtime. Because there's a Chick-fil-A here too, which is nice. But at like lunchtime, it's almost always like a line of a bunch of cars,
Yep.
and so
That's why you go inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still packed, but you get served faster.
yeah. But
It's almost always faster to go
I'm
inside.
so
there's never anyone
lazy
inside.
because it's like
So
I
then you wait in the carpool lane to get it from the lazy window
yeah.
while I'm eating food before you.
Am I the only person that hates Chick-fil-A?
Oh,
Probably.
Yes.
you don't like
I
Chick-fil-A?
cannot
Chick-fil-A.
stand
Wait,
Chick-fil-A.
wait.
Why,
But
how do
wait.
you hate Chick-fil-A?
We went to Chick-fil-A all the time at CNU.
That
I
doesn't
didn't
mean
go
liked
with you
it.
guys.
You never.
He
You went
hated
with
every
us,
minute
didn't
of
you?
it.
I
Brent,
went once.
French. He went with us a few times. I thought you went a few times. Never.
No.
I don't even know who you are.
Chick-fil-A's
Luke is
all
just
right.
realizing who this Brent is. You were there. No, I wasn't. You were there. I saw it.
Yeah. All right.
It's me, Luke.
I'm just glad I left such an impression that you just imagined me at lunch with you.
Everywhere he went, you were there.
The lemonade at Chick-fil-A though, that is like some of the best shit available. Like
I've actually never had that.
I actually
Oh,
hate the
man.
lemonade at Chick-fil-A.
Okay. So,
I like their nuggets and sandwiches, but that's about it.
all right. So speaking of Chick-fil-A, do you guys do mayonnaise, Chick-fil-A
Yes.
sauce, or
Yes.
Chick-fil-A
ketchup?
sauce.
And do you do
Chick-fil-A
Chick-fil-A sauce?
sauce.
But hold up.
All
On
the way.
everything.
Okay.
Yep.
Because that's what I was gonna say. That's what I do. Chick-fil-A sauce on everything.
Everything.
Yeah, on a burger, on
Well, I
your
mean, yeah.
fries, everything.
But I've
What
seen
is in
peop-
Chick-fil-A
Hot dog.
sauce?
like ketchup and mayo,
Probably.
something else.
Right.
I think it's literally
It's
everything.
soy sauce and ketchup, mayo, and a little bit of mustard.
Well, there you go.
That's the secret.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is gonna close.
I
Or
down.
was,
fam.
I use Chick-fil-A sauce for my nuggets and barbecue sauce for my fries. And
Good
it is
nuggets.
perfect.
All right, so Chick-fil-A. Now I want
We have-
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Damn it.
Okay,
You know what I've been craving?
Chick-fil-A tomorrow.
what have you been craving, Jonah?
I've been craving a Sonic Concrete because they don't have any in Northern Virginia. The
Sonic
closest one
Concrete?
is like, yeah, a Sonic is like 20 miles away or something, or 20
Wow.
minutes away.
Dude, Sonic
there's-
sucks.
Oh,
They
fuck
have
you.
no.
Sorry,
they
finish
have
your-
really good
Finish
tater
your story.
tots.
Finish your story, and then I'll give
No,
my.
go for it. Go at it. Fight each other. I'll watch.
I'll watch.
Last time I went to Sonic, I waited for one milkshake for 45 minutes. But then they accidentally charged a whole family's $45 bill on my card.
Oh,
And I had $6. I only had
I had
$6.
$6.
So they overdrafted my card. They didn't even give my food for free. They just like switched the bill
Wow.
back. So I got refunded like a week later.
they like
I was in
flicked
college.
the
I was
receipt at
poor.
you like, here.
I was
That's
poor.
what you gotta pay
Here,
for.
peasant.
It was awful. Ever
We're
since then.
plugging so many brands.
Oh, yeah, we kind of are.
I can
Hashtag
anti-plug
non-spot.
a brand.
Get those
brand.
sponsors.
Do it.
Skyline Chili is disgusting, and if you ever go to Cincinnati, don't eat it because it's the worst chili you'll ever have.
No, you have
But
another.
everyone here
do to
loves
you.
it. Everyone here loves it, and it makes no sense. And it's so bad. I hate it so much.
Where do you live?
I live in Cincinnati, in Ohio.
Yeah, you said that.
So Skyline is around here because only people from Cincinnati love it because they're brainwashed. And I went there and I got I forget what it was called, but it's 2 hot dogs and had chili on it, and the cheese wasn't even melted, and it was like,
Ugh.
yes,
They put
Disgusting.
Love it.
non-melted. They put
it was not
non-melted
melted.
cheese.
They put cold
Solid
cheese on
cheese.
top of
What
the.
the
Oh
fuck?
no, it's like a
Disgusting.
taco.
No, it's shredded cheese, but it's so bad. I don't understand. And then there's like Gold Star chili as well.
Well,
But
you
it's,
you have opinions
dude.
on Golden Corral.
Well, yeah, because that was
Wait,
I-
what? What are these
Oh.
opinions?
it's
Just tell-
terrible.
Yeah.
I love
I-
Golden Corral.
Oh!
I'm a fan for Golden Corral.
Never been.
I took my wife, who's
How have you never been?
Seriously.
that was not a good experience for her. It was the first time.
Oh
and
yeah,
it did
yeah,
not end well.
because we mentioned this.
Uh,
We mentioned this in the meeting we had. So Brent's wife she's Irish, so she's from Ireland, and so
Yes.
Brent decided to kind of show her a bit of American culture and take her to.
Well, when she
Golden
visits, we
Corral.
go do stuff.
Well,
It's not like,
sound
hey, you want to
Irish?
go see the
What?
American's finest Golden Corral?
That's right.
I
Let me take you around to
Want to
the
see what makes us so
fanciest.
damn fat? It's called a buffet line.
It's so
$10 for infinite food.
That's right.
Infinite.
Yeah,
Eat
really.
till you're sad.
I haven't been to Golden Corral in a long time because I know
It's for the
'cause see,
best.
when
It's
you're
for
a
the best.
kid, when you're a child, like when you're 12, which is like always the default age when you're a kid, but like when you're young, it's like you ate all this garbage and it was just fine. Like you eat this garbage ice cream treats and candy. And it was always like so good at the time, and now that I'm older and I eat it, it's like, oh, this tastes like chemicals. It's fake. This is like manufactured food. Just
Well,
not
when you're
real.
a kid, you're just happy to have like unhealthy food.
I
Just
get
like, yeah,
food.
yeah.
Okay. Now wait, hold up. Let's go back for a second because like I went to Sonic. I think the last time I went to Sonic, it was in Virginia. It was the one near the Farm Fresh in northern Suffolk. Which, if any of you guys just say whatever.
Nope.
So I went out there, and I think I was with a couple of different people, and we got like milkshakes. And you know how you park your car, and then you can either eat in your car, like a fatty, or you can go and sit down. Well,
Hey.
The American dream.
So this is the one time that I didn't do what I was talking about with Chick-fil-A, where I didn't go through the drive-through and then just keep driving and eat while I drive, because America, let's get there as quick as possible and eat while we move type culture. So we sat down, and this story is getting built up, but it's not really actually that good. So we sat down, and there was these guys.
First podcast.
Hey,
Fuck up.
I'm gonna tell it. So we were sitting down with our milkshakes, and a group of guys, they're probably like my age or younger, they had milkshakes or something. And you know how some people like to eat cherries because they're weird. I don't like cherries.
Whoa.
So the
This is how we're
person
gonna start the podcast.
apparently opinions right and left about food, but basically apparently
No, I
this
like
this
cherries.
group of guys, one of them didn't like the cherry in his milkshake, and so he just kind of threw it. but when he threw it, it flew.
Like a reasonable person. Yeah.
Well, he was like they were piecing out, like they were leaving, and he just took that cherry, he just pitched it, like he just threw it, and it still had like whipped cream on it and stuff. The cherry, it flew, and then hit my car, and like rolled up the windshield and then down the windshield, and so it like smeared whipped cream all the way up the windshield and then down it, and then like, it was kind of funny because like. He didn't mean to do it, and so as soon as he did that, I don't even remember what I said. It was something like, "Nice, man, thanks." He turned around.
You got his insurance, right? So you can make a claim on your car.
That's right.
Get him to pay for the car wash.
We're talking about
Right.
manufactured food, and you're throwing that manufactured food all over my car.
Well, that's not what I meant, but sure, yeah. I'm that witty.
Hey,
I almost had to make a insurance claim the other day. It's actually a pretty crazy story.
Oh, was this while you were
So-
driving in the meeting? Because for those of you who weren't in the meeting, podcast. Quick context: we did a meeting for the podcast, and Michael was driving, and people thought it'd be funny to joke about what would happen if he crashed while we were doing the meeting.
He's still
It's not-
driving.
It's not funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I don't even know. I
Still
don't even
driving.
remember now if this was before or after that. It was probably before. I was actually in the same area as this happened when I was in the meeting. So I was driving to my girlfriend's house, and long story short, it was raining all day. So there was like random puddles, and when it freshly rains, the ground is like extra slippery.
Right.
So we're driving,
water.
and I missed her street. So I'm like, oh, I should turn around. I'll just find a side street and just like make a little U-turn in that wider area, where the two streets meet. And so I'm driving around, and I stop paying attention. I'm like jamming out to a song. And I look up like, oh, I could turn here. And I totally forgot it was raining. So I just like, I was like basically trying to drift around the corner. And I was hydroplanes and ran into this person's yard, up the curb, and ran
Whoa.
over their garden. And hit
Whoa.
a wooden bald
No.
eagle with my car.
Wow.
Wait, what was
That
the
was
ending
almost
part?
a Paul Walker situation.
Oh no!
Fast were you
Oh
going?
no!
Like 25, not that fast.
You ruined their
So-
garden.
So I ran over half of their garden, and I was looking around, and this old lady saw me from down the street. She's just looking at me, and I'm like, dang it, now I can't leave. So I pull over. So I pull over. I go up and ring their doorbell. They didn't answer. So I went back to my car, got a Sharpie and like an envelope, and I wrote a note like, hi, my name is Michael Knapp. I hydroplaned and ran over your garden. Call me and I'll come fix it. So I wrote my phone number, put it back in the door. I went to my girlfriend's house. We were going to a party in Toano, which is near Williamsburg, and this was actually in Suffolk, where the story started.
Okay.
And my car smelled really bad. I thought maybe it was burned rubber or some grass had gotten in the engine and started just burning. She's like, ew, your car smells gross. We'll take my car. So I was like, cool. We take her car, go to the party. It's awesome. We come back. Then when we get back, like, hey, let's go to Waffle House. So we got in my car and drove to Waffle
more
House.
food. We got so much food in this podcast. Okay,
We're
so
hungry.
Food is literally life.
Food is life.
We're going
yeah.
to get so much advertising money.
That's right. None of these are sponsors, FY, just so everybody knows.
Not
But it-
yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, really. Yeah, wink.
I'm gonna send them all a bill for every time I say their name on the podcast. They give me 5
That's
cents.
not how that works.
So
Okay.
Waffle House was where I was going, and as I drove to Waffle House, my car, as soon as I saw Waffle House, as soon as I pulled into the Waffle House parking lot, my car started smoking,
Oh no!
Oh.
and the heat gauge was all the way up, and I'm like, oh crap! So we pull up, and I'm like, well, it's too hot to open up the coolant right now, so we'll just go eat pancakes, coming out and check it out. While he was in there,
You
this
mean
drunk,
waffles?
huh? Well, I had,
Waffles.
yeah, you're right.
Oh, pancakes! How dare you?
Also, IHOP
Pancakes
is
at
really the
Waffle
sponsor
House.
of this episode. Sorry. So we go inside, and there's this old guy who was like drunk. He broke his arm, and he's like telling the waitress how she needs to
Right
be
there
loved.
at the
Wait, how
table?
did you know he broke his arm? Was it in a cast?
He had his arm in a sling. Yeah.
He did it right
then I-
there in front of them.
That's what I thought. You were like, he was
walked
drunk.
in.
He broke his arm.
He just,
Then he
Was he
ordered a
popping out a
waffle.
socket?
just broke his arm on the counter. So this old guy with his arm in a sling, he's super drunk, really like grody looking hair and beard, is telling this young waitress girl, like, you know what, you need a man that'll respect you and love you. I always respect my women.
Oh.
And like, he's like, my women never go hungry, blah blah blah.
Oh,
Super awkward.
no!
Really weird. And afterwards, so after we finished eating, we went back to my car, and I looked in the coolant, and it was totally empty. So I was like, yeah, I probably busted a tube or something. That sounds really weird. And then, so I
I
put more
busted
coolant
a
in.
tube.
The drunk guy's friend comes out. was like, "Hey man, what's going on?" And I have a Grand Marquis, like Mercury, and every old guy like tries to buy my car off me. So he's looking at me like, "Oh, your car's so awesome, man!" Blah blah blah. And then he tries to help me fix it. Didn't work. I poured the coolant in. It just like falls to the ground immediately.
Leaks.
So
It just like
my
leaks
girlfriend-
through the bottom.
Yeah, it
Wow.
just goes straight out. My girlfriend lived about 6 miles away, and then 2 miles from her is my friend Carson, who Luke knows as well.
That's right.
At this point, it was already like 2 a.m. So like, okay, well maybe we'll drive to Kristen's house, and then I'll call Carson, and then she can drop me
hold
off
on.
at his
Okay,
house.
so time out. Just because I have to say this,
Okay.
you're saying you're at Waffle House, and then
Yeah.
later filled in like, it was 2 a.m. It makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense now. Waffle
Yeah.
House, I
Where-
got it. Okay,
Where else do you go at 2 a.m.?
that's right.
Yeah, it was after a party. I only assumed.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
you
after
did
a
say
party, I went to Waffle House.
No, he only parties with old people, so it's like 9 p.m.
So then we're driving back, and the drunk old guy's friend recommended, yeah, just drive it back. Just whenever the gauge gets too high, just pull over for a little bit, let it cool down, and get back driving. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I drive for a minute. Immediately, it's hot again.
Oh,
Yeah,
I pull
man.
over for 10 minutes. Actually, I set a timer, so just pull over, wait for 10 or 20 minutes, get back on the road. Literally 1 minute of driving for every 12 minutes of resting. So we're driving, just driving, pulling over.
This is still at night.
starting- This is still at night. This
Oh,
is
man.
all freaking day. I'm dealing with this thing. Driving, pulling over. And eventually, this is like 2 hours later, we're halfway to her house. We're only 6 miles away. So this cop car pulls up behind us, and he's like, "Hey, like, I'll help you guys get to the Shell station or whatever." It's like, all right. But he didn't ask for my ID or anything, which is really strange. I've never not been asked for my ID by a cop. So, if Suffolk Police, if you guys are listening, fire this guy. But actually, he was really cool. We got to ride in the back of his cop car to my girlfriend's house, and like he was singing Weezer with us on the
wow.
radio. Oh yeah, and like before I got in the
Fire
car,
him.
he was like,
Immediately.
He's like, do you have any weapons on you? He goes, "Do you have any weapons on you?" I was like, "Oh, I have a pocket knife." He's like, "Huh, my gun will win. It's fine."
Oh my gosh!
Not at that rate.
Whoa!
That sounds like an accurate portrayal of a cop. So
Holy crap!
Sounds like a challenge.
It's cool. I'm white, so he wasn't in an aggressive state or anything. So.
In the mouth.
But,
Challenge.
So like real quick, I've never met you. Are you of the Caucasian persuasion?
Caucasian persuasion.
Oh man, we're already going down this road.
Oh yeah,
Michael's
So
white.
I'm half Puerto Rican, half white. My mom is from Puerto Rico. My dad's from a town called Danville, Virginia, but his family's from Germany. But I look really white. I have a red beard,
Oh, okay.
and I'm pale, and I have brown hair and blue eyes. I don't look Puerto
So
Rican.
no one
People
believes
never
you're
believe
Puerto
me.
Rican.
Exactly. So I'm fine. Like,
All
cops
right.
do not fear me.
I didn't know you were.
So we
Carry
ride
on.
back of his cop car to Kristen's house, and on the way I call Carson, I called him at about 4 or 5 a.m. We're still not even close to his house yet. This is before the cop.
Man, it's like
It's
4
just
hours
complicated.
later.
So he's like, "Yeah, I'll just leave the door open for you. You can just go upstairs and sleep in the guest room." I'm like, "Cool." So I get there. I got to his house at 6 a.m. I had been up all day.
Uh,
So I
all
go-
day,
I
all
go to
night.
sleep
Oh, you mean
for
so
3
you
hours.
you were up all night after being up all day?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was awful.
Okay.
So we go to sleep. When he wakes up, we go to Shell. We try to patch it up. It didn't work. But one of the weird things that's happening. So he recommended that I fix my car with this guy named Mike Edwards. And this is the crazy thing. So
Plug.
my name is Mike. What?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Just like
Mike Edwards,
You're like
Windsor,
literally
Virginia. He's
plugging.
awesome.
You're like telling us every detail. Like, oh, it was a Suffolk
Every
cop.
detail.
Fire him.
Wait,
His name
Mike
was Mike
Edwards. What?
So this
Just
is the
like
crazy thing, though. So my name is Mike. The guy who fixed my car, his name is Mike. I called a tow truck. The guy who answered his phone, his name is Mike.
Oh no.
I called my dad. My dad is my insurance agent. His name is Mike. And then the guy whose garden I ran over called me back, and his name is also Mike.
Oh no.
So it was awesome, actually. Everything kind of worked out. Mikes are always really kind and charming people. So there's more to the story, but maybe I'll save that for another podcast.
Oh,
When
man.
I meet the man whose
The
garden I destroyed.
continuation
That's right. Next time on Dragon Ball
to
Z.
be continued. Right.
we'll bring the guy on as a guest. It'll be great.
Dude, that would be hilarious. He tried to convert me.
We should.
To
Wow.
what?
You'll find out on the next podcast.
Ah.
Oh no.
The cliffhanger.
We.
And that's the end of this? No.
Yeah. We should invite all of the mics, all of them, all
Dude,
four of
yeah.
them.
That'd be
That's
the
a
best
lot of
podcast in the world.
That's at least 7.
Do you have enough mics for all those mics? Oh. Let's
Oh,
move
Oh
on.
snap! Yeah, that was funny.
That's great. That's pretty funny. I tried to think because there was something you said, and it made me think of something, but I didn't want to interrupt the story because it was a good story.
Oh man,
And,
Mike,
was
Waffle
it something
House,
about Mike?
car, shameless plugs,
Yeah.
cop
Waffle
singing
House.
Weezer.
Oh yeah.
The thing I was thinking about the whole time was when we're going to go back to the garden he wrecked.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? So
Was
how
he pissed?
how
Like-
bad
Oh yeah.
did you run over just one tire, or did you like
Okay, so,
mow
no.
the lawn?
I made a big muddy U in their front yard, and
Did you
they had this wooden.
swerve into a U shape? Like, did your tail
So-
end fly out?
I was hydroplaning. My wheels were turned, so when I hit the dirt, my car just started turning because it was already that way.
Okay.
So I just like ran through this yard.
Don't
I
you
narrowly,
don't you
so-
love it though?
Huh?
Because whenever I tell stories like that where something goes wrong, there's always some expert to try and explain to me how I did something wrong with like, oh shit, turn with the thing and who's spin it back around, pull the brake in, and like, dude, it happened in 2 seconds.
Yeah, there's no time. And I've actually never hydroplaned like that before. I've hydroplaned, but I'm really good at staying like in line and stuff. My mom used to
That's when
tell
you
me all the time how to do it.
hydroplane is when you swerve. Like, isn't it that when your back tires start going back and forth?
That's where your
hydroplaning-
traction
That's
comes
fish
from.
tail.
Yeah, it's when you lose traction on the water. So sometimes the surface of the water will like not stick to your car essentially, and you'll just like spinning your tires over the road. So you can hydroplane and be going totally straight. You just hydroplaned.
That is such an awesome word.
It is.
Yeah.
Hydroplane.
It's not fun
Like
when
a
it
wet
happens,
airplane
though.
in the sky.
Yeah, a water plane, hydroplane.
So I will tell you though what happened to my car. So I ran over this wooden bald eagle. This is a spoiler, but the family's like good friend had carved this eagle for them. And I knocked off its beak. Other than that, it was pretty okay. But I bent my radiator in like a bow, like a U shape, and it was
Ooh.
totally crazy.
You ran over
But
their
it's a-
eagle.
I ran over their eagle,
They're in danger,
like a
dude.
freaking
Be careful.
communist. Machine.
Yeah, but if it's dead, you can eat it.
You know, with all this damage to your car, you're pretty
Yeah.
chippy.
Oh yeah, it's fine now. It only cost me a buttload of money to fix, but now I can drive it again. Woo!
Oh no, you guys sound like robots again. Keep
Uh-oh.
talking. I can't understand.
It's a
Stop
communist.
revealing our
You guys-
secrets. Yeah, they're listening in.
Oh,
It's Putin. Putin's trying to get in with us.
It's a glitch in the Matrix. It's a glitch in the simulation.
it does sound like a Matrixy like voice.
Putin's like, what happened to the garden?
Luke, have you ever? So has anybody ever wondered if like your whole life you're just in a computer simulation?
Sure.
Ever heard of simulation theory? No.
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 It's almost certainly
What kind of weirdos
true.
are you guys?
I feel like I'm in one right now. I feel like there's a bunch of machines talking to me.
That's because it is, Luke.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it's an
Oh,
over
machines.
99% probability that we are in a computer simulation right
It's
now.
funny because like when I've talked to people about it before, they're like, well, you know, everyone keeps asking, like if everyone's asking that question, like, oh, am I in a simulation? Doesn't that kind of make it you think that nobody's in a simulation because everyone's wondering about it? It's like, no, because robots are programmed to like trigger that in you to be like, hey, I mean, like, don't you think like if I'm not in a simulation and you guys are robots, the robots would be programmed to ask me if I think that if they're in a simulation.
Well, once AI gets good enough, they could do that. They could create new networks like our brains work. So it's totally plausible.
That's right. This is
That's scary.
serious stuff, guys.
Some crazy stuff. Well,
Hey,
the
life's
thing
pretty
about-
good in a simulation, so
The thing about a simulation though is, I wonder how deep the subjects could feel, because I can see, like you can set up right now. You can set up like a character in a game with certain set moves and certain set reactions to
That's right.
things,
I can't.
and you
I can't-
can
robots.
like observe
I can't-
how it
robots,
reacts.
man.
I
Yeah,
heard the
he
robot now.
just cut out completely.
All right, well, guys,
Oh,
we
sorry.
do sound like robots, and we've been going for
You're
about
spilling too much of their.
we've been going
theories.
for about 40 minutes or so. I think it's time to kind of finish this
We
up
have?
here. But so
Wow.
and like I said, this is everyone listening and everyone who's in the call right now. This is our first podcast where there's a lot we have to learn and a lot we're gonna go through. But I think we did all right. So to end, does anybody have things that they would like to plug? Like Twitters, Twitches, YouTubes, anything? I'll start, and then if you guys have anything. So once again, I'm Luke Roxwold. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube, all for those names, just Luke Roxwold. And I have a vlog channel, Luke Roxwold Vlogs. Feel free to subscribe. So, Jonah, do you have anything that you want to plug? Like maybe a podcast? Like maybe a podcast that's like really good that I wish would come out?
So if you like the sound of my voice and you want to hear more of it, I also host a podcast called Ramblings of Ordinary Men. You can find us at ramblingsofordinary.men. Yes, that's a website. We're also on iTunes, and that's it. We're on iTunes.
And there's actually fun fact.
Cool.
I was on this podcast, and I still haven't heard it because it's not out yet.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of time to edit the episodes. We have like 4 or 5 in the backlog right now.
I know.
But we also have like 3 or 4 episodes released, so you should go check it out on ramblingsofordinary.men.
Oh, you don't sound like a robot anymore. Oh.
Yay!
Woo!
Okay,
We're out of the simulation.
that's right.
My
it really.
voice modulator is working.
I gotta figure out if it's my headphones or if it's like
Oh.
the recording, or I'll listen to the recording. So anyway, all right. So
Well, Luke,
anything
now,
else?
now you sound hardcore like a robot to me. Like all of
really?
a sudden.
Oh no.
It's
Yeah,
spreading.
you are the robots.
Anything else, Jonah?
Ha-
That's it for me.
Okay, Brent.
No, not anything.
Okay, Shane.
Not yet.
Yeah. So actually, I have an Instagram where I talk about pop music. It's pop_talk_. That's an Instagram, and I also have I'm revamping my YouTube channel, and that should be starting next week. But I
Yeah,
have more
Shane.
information.
Actually,
yeah,
look,
Luke. I know.
I'm
You
literally
stay
calling
on me.
everyone out
You
because
stay
like
on me.
I keep
it's
messaging
coming.
Shane like, "Hey, where's another video?" Because Shane does vlogs and stuff. Well, you did. I can't say
it's
you do
coming.
because you haven't released
I
one.
don't.
forever.
Well, no, it's coming. It's not gonna be. Well, I don't want to spoil anything. It's coming though. I'll have more information next week, and I also have a Pop Talk podcast coming next month, July. So, stay tuned for that.
Well, 3 podcasts. Sweet.
Yeah, podcasts for life.
What's your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel. Right now, my YouTube channel is called This Is the New Year, so you can subscribe to that. You can watch all of my old vlogs. I think I have like 7 episodes up there right now, but the format is going to change significantly. So
if you enjoy any of the
I might
videos on
change
his
it,
channel, too bad.
yeah, check me out. I'm pretty funny, I think. Pretty entertaining.
All right. So, John, anything?
No, I have nothing I would like to plug.
Michael.
Yeah, so you can check me out on Instagram, and I guess just Instagram. My name is Michael Demas Knapp, but my name on social media is like Michael Demas, MYKOLDIMAS. It confuses people all the time. I need to just change it. But
I know.
check
I
out my
kept trying
Instagram.
to send you a message on Facebook. Well, you've changed it on Facebook before, and so like
I changed it on
tried.
Facebook because people.
Okay.
Hello?
Hold on.
You keep cutting in and out.
Yeah, I
Alright,
know.
sorry.
That's why I'm trying to end the podcast because it's kind of freaking out. But basically, I was going to say I keep trying to add you on stuff, like tag you or message you, and I remembered at one point your name was spelled that way on Facebook, and I could never remember how it was spelled, so I could never find you.
Oh man. Well, the funny thing is, when I first made Facebook, my mom wouldn't let me use my real name because she was afraid of people stealing my identity.
Stealing.
So-
Stealing
Works,
you.
yeah.
When I played Twilight Princess, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, I spelled my name MYKOL. So I just used that and then my middle name. But I'm in a couple bands. Right now I'm helping out my friend with a band called the Burning Hearts. You can check us out on YouTube and Instagram. We just went down to LA in April to work on an album. It should be
Woo.
out by the end of this year. So keep you posted on that. And I do a bunch of other music stuff. And I'm cool. So just check it out.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us for this first episode of the Luke Roxwell podcast. I hope you enjoyed. Give us any feedback if you have any suggestions or thoughts on it. We're still trying to learn here. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Woo!
Bye.
Yeah, really. Woo.
Outro music.
Yeah.